guys, and welcome to this quick video. I've had a load of requests about this Corsair K95 RGB Platinum. In the last video, the unboxing video I did, there was a scroll wheel noise that I noticed, and I was figuring out that you can actually see behind the scroll wheel what it is. Let me just get this. You won't be able to see it here, but I'm just going to do the sound test again so you can actually hear the issue. You hear that click? And what it is, when you look in there and the light's glinting on it, there's a little piece of like cellophane or something in there. Now, I had figured that it was just it was part of the instructions or whatever, and we'd be able to, you know, remove a section and just slide that out. You know the way sometimes with new products you'll get like a little layer of film in between the batteries and you just pull it out and then it can work. And of course that wasn't going to be the issue here, but I figured it was there for a reason, and now I'm not so sure. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my tools, I've got tweezers, some crab claw thing, I've got nail clippers and a pumpkin carving tool. You know, all the kind of tech gadgets everybody needs. So we'll dive in here and see if I can actually get this out. If I can't get it out, the keyboard's going back. So let's get on with it. Okay guys, so here's the keyboard. So this is the issue that I'm seeing. And I'll put this close to the microphone so you can actually hear it, but it kind of sounds semi-normal. Potentially what is supposed to happen. Now if I start scrolling up, you hear that? You hear that? That? Okay, now the reason is, like I say, there's a white film I can see right in the back end of this here. It seems like a piece of plastic, and it's almost like it's not glued down like it should be. Now, initially what I thought was potentially this is one of those scenarios where they don't want it moving in transit or anything like that, and so they put a little piece of something in there to kind of keep it stable. You know the way when you get some devices, they maybe have like a plastic flap in between batteries, and then when you pull the flap out, the batteries obviously connect and then start working. So it's like a safety thing. They don't want the batteries operating in transit and so on. So I wasn't sure whether that was maybe something to do with it, but of course there's no kind of obvious way to get in here at all. And when I look at it closer, you see things like, see the gap here is much bigger than the gap here. That's just a little thing I noticed. But what's actually happening is the flap of plastic sits in here like this. And when you pull this way, nothing much happens because it's actually just rolling up the same way that the plastic is curling. It's when you push this way, you hear that? And what it is, the flap of plastic is sitting there, and this little kind of grid design on the volume wheel, if I can get this in focus, this little kind of grid design is creating that effect whereby the plastic is actually catching in the horizontal line of the grid. So sometimes I can hear it sort of reset there, and really I bet you this clicks now. Hear that? So I'm going to have a bit of a fiddle here. I'll get some of my tools and see what the thinnest one is. And see if I can actually... There's no obvious... I've had a look around. There's no obvious way in. You know, there's not like there's any screws that you can just kind of pull apart that I can see anyway. There's something under here, but I think that's just a... I don't know what. It just seems to me like this is a manufacturer's defect, and unless I can actually get it, I can see... You won't be able to see this, but I can actually see the plastic move in there when I put this in, and it's sort of folded at the corner up there. And what I would say to you is this is a $200 keyboard, one of the most expensive on the market, supposedly one of the best. It's still messing around. And I don't expect that kind of build quality out of it. I expect gaps to be the same in terms of the engineering. I don't expect flaps of plastic in there that clearly aren't. Like, this does not come apart at the sides or anything. There's no screws where we can actually get in. And obviously I don't want to go popping this off or anything like that. I just don't think that that's the way it's supposed to be. I have also noticed that the mute button also clicks on the plastic from time to time. Hear that? So that's a real frustration to me. Now, I can't speak to the quality of the keyboard itself because I'm waiting. The PC should be here today, and I'd hope to use this right away, but I'm just not going to. I'm not going to risk voiding a warranty on what is clearly a defective build of the product. So I'm going to order a new one and get this returned. And I suggest if this is happening to you, you do the same. $200 at layout on a keyboard. You don't expect this kind of stuff going on, and it absolutely shouldn't. And I would expect that Corsair would stand behind their products pretty well, and you know, basically own up to that. I can see pretty clearly that that volume wheel is not exactly flat. You know, it's kind of up at one side almost, and then the gap here being bigger than that. Something's not quite right. So guys, hopefully that was of help. I can't get into that keyboard to look at it, and I don't want to force anything and void a warranty. To me, that seems like a defective product. I'm going to send this back and see what the next model comes out like. If you guys are having the same issue, make sure you hit up the like button on this, hit the subscribe button, and I can keep you posted as I get the new model. I'm going to do a review of it. I'm going to do a review of the new PC, all the new gear I've got coming for the office. So hopefully that was of help, guys. Let me know if you have any issues with your own Corsair K95. It's a bit of a concern. It wouldn't necessarily put me off buying the keyboard if you haven't made that step yet. I did a lot of research in the marketplace, and so, you know, it seemed to me that this was by far the best keyboard. I'm not going to be using it exclusively for gaming. Might do a bit of gaming on it. But I actually got it for the speed switches and for typing, productivity, video and photo editing for work. So we'll see how it plays out once I get an actual working model that I don't have to worry about this kind of stuff going on with. But as I say, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this was of help. Just to let you know, this seems to be an issue with this model. And I, for one, I'm going to be returning it. I suggest you guys do the same. And let me know how you guys get on. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Have an awesome day. Hey guys, just want to show you now. I've got the keyboard set up now. I'm actually editing this exact video. Got my PC in yesterday, so that's it there. So I can actually have a bit of a more in-depth look. But I just want to show you this. Because of the lighting, you can actually see a little bit better about what's going on here. You see that white bit there? See that little jump? If you keep your eyes around here, you'll see where there's the white bit of plastic is kind of jumping. See that? It's here and here. It's kind of folded up. Now if I push this up, look at here. That sounds normal. Yeah, and I would say, see that? It's just, you see here, it's kind of, and then it goes funny. You see the paper kind of, it's like a bit of plastic, and it goes kind of up and down at different points randomly. It's easier just to see because of the lighting effects now. So I just wanted to put that in there just to kind of show you what is going on. This is going back tomorrow. The new version of this is arriving tomorrow, so I'm going to post this off then. But I just wanted to show you that so it's a little bit more clear as to what's happening there. Anyway, guys, thanks again. See you in the next one.